ideal or half past, you know, so I forget my seat sometimes. And I do that a lot in, which I'm trying to remember, but also in lateral work. But right now he's a little sleepy too because of the weather. I mean, he's a little slower than normal.
The whole thing about that, the cancer aid, it's interesting because it's quite a complex thing. Because in essence, you designate it as a cancer aid. If you've got a differential one, when you say you need to do your outside aid and it goes forces in.
Yeah.
So this is perfectly understandable, because that's where your leg should be. However, the prompt for cancer transition is, as you know, like a pinprick aid. It's a pump. Whereas a half pass aid, or what you do, is lying your leg against the side and a pressing positioning aid. However, your inside seat bone puts the dynamic for the cancer in place.
Yeah.
And that sometimes needs to be quite robust movement. Look, I'm walking on here, and the walk, and can't, really pick it up until the horse starts to recognise the prompt. Now, here's a slightly, if you like, confusing thing. Your inside leg is a part of the canter aid, but as a sort of supporting aid, so it maintains energy. So your outside leg in canter isn't an energizing leg, it's a pushing a button for the outside hind leg to step. Your seat aid is an articulation for the horse how to change the dynamic of its body. Alright? And your inside leg helps maintain straightness and to a certain extent impulsion. So if you impulse while you're using your outside leg with your outside leg, of course the horse is going to move sideways a little bit. Okay? But hold from the centre line. Now, we've done the thing about pressure response yield. Remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's pressure response yield aid. You press with your leg to an acceptable maximum, heels over, eventually, and then you take your leg away. That's not strictly true, as I said earlier on. Good boy. Okay. So that's what you use respect to the leg. Okay? When I actually say you take your leg away, if you press a little bit against my calf, in against my calf, right? Now when I move my hand away, don't move your hand or your leg with it. So that's where he gets his harmony, because he moves away from your leg, and then you say, that's fine. And if you want to ask again, you say, close, he moves away from you, say, fine. So in an odd way, the aid is almost a retraction of the leg. Now I'm using my thumb to help him move over, alright? And that's what makes the horse go for a light aid. Now, if this was your outside leg in canter, right? So your seat would start moving, well, we're going left, okay? Drop, canter, okay? And we're exaggerating it.
Right.
This is starting to feel like footloose, isn't it? No.
Yeah, right.
And the outside leg is back like this, and has to have that boom. Now, if he doesn't go to it, doing that, good boy, is going to make him go sideways.
Right.
So, when you're asking him, you're not fixing him when you do this to make him go forward. You're saying specifically this is that kind of thing. Something like that.
Right.
Meanwhile, your inside leg, if this is your inside leg canter, is keeping him straight. Right? And then keeping the activity going, active seat leg canter. Right? But if it doesn't go, have very low tolerance with the whip. Otherwise you're going to have to use your leg hard and hard. And it's not a push, it's a kick up. Okay? So let's turn right over the time here. Pull the left, don't fine. No, that's fine, turn left. So the other major thing about aiding is that the horse should be expecting the next level. So prepare to trot and trot. Walk. Right. Estimate the time delay between when I said trot and when he trotted.
Like 5 seconds.
Right, okay. Now I did that, I'm being unfair to you, I did it deliberately. Because you should have him bursting with goodness, bursting with energy, but without actually trotting. So the trot transition doesn't energize him, the trot transition, very good, that's right, good. Make him want to go. And walk, keep your leg down, prepare to trot, and trot. Good boy, right. Good boy, and very good. And repeat them until he becomes light on your aid. Very good. Very good. Now, keep repeating those for the moment, all right, Susie? But at the back of my mind, and your mind, and now his mind, is canter. I don't want you to ask him to canter yet, but I want him to think that you might. Yes, it happens, doesn't it? Now, all right. So there, you had to prompt him twice with your leg before he trotted.
I was trying to get him to walk from. I didn't want him to do that.
Okay, well, in that case, we'll let him off because at least he reacted. Let me do another little thing with you here, Susie. Do you know I like to do little things with you?
Yes.
And then I wake up.
Yes.
All right. So, I want you to take your leg actually off his side. Bring it into your left hand. Right? Take your leg off his side and distance your leg like you're warning him, I'm going to kick you in it. And I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. And I want you to simultaneously kick him once really hard and tap him with the whip quite hard, right?
So inside calf and whip, outside kick?
No, inside leg and inside whip. Just we're just going to go to trot, alright? So look at me, you're going to go, and boom, and then tap him at the same time. 3, 2, 1, and right, now, no, nothing. Right? So you want to be obvious, alright? Right, if he's the guy you're hitting on in the bar, you want him to know you're hitting on him, okay? So when your leg comes away, you're going and then 3, 2, right, okay. 2 things I liked about that. They take your leg away, pump, and the whip, but you went boom, boom with your leg. You gave him 2 aids, 1 aid. Alright? Just go with me on this, alright? So you pump with your leg, and then your leg stays completely calm. Pressure response healed, right? 3, 2, 1. Well, right. Before you pump your leg on him.
I'm so bad at that.
No. But he flinched. He went, oh, something's been going on. That's the point. 3, 2, 1, and foot. Good. And walk again. Now walk. Good. Be obvious. Be obvious. 3, 2, 1, and yeah, good. And walk. Oh my God! You see, that's where you get cancer anyway.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and good boy. Well, don't hit. No, only 1 leg. Don't worry. Walk. Good boy. Tap him. Your legs will come right away. 3, 2, away, and very good. Well, okay, I'm not worried that it canters, that he jumps.
No, I'm not worried about that.
Now, we're going to do it again, but not quite as obvious.
Right, exactly.
Well, actually, now that's kind of what I'm after. Good boy. Now walk. Good boy. Now pass him. You're not hitting and kicking because you don't like him. Yeah. Now, do exactly what I say, and be aware of me stopping you, all right? Prepare to pump him like that. 3, 2, 1, now don't pump him. Good boy. Yeah, now right there. Okay. Now, you got him responding by taking your leg off. Interesting that.
Yeah.
Because he was in a state of mind whereby he was prepared for it.
Right.
Okay? Now, the practical application of this, Susie, is when you need to, you do a big reminder thing. When you don't, you go, and he goes, oh, I'll go forward, and then you keep your leg quiet and you do the tiniest little touch, and you go, oh, I know what this means. and he goes forward, right? So in a practical way, it depends on how he's going as to what you do, right? So, prepare a trot transition, you know, try a threatening. If the threatening doesn't quite work, then go for a pump, all right? Because good boy. Well done, now pass it. Good boy, good boy.
Good boy.
Now go large on the track. 3, 2, 1. There's a good boy. Right. Walk. And then this time the nicest leg in the world. 3, 2, 1. And there's a good boy. You see one use of the leg. Rising trot. Okay, now this is sort of institutionalizing this in him, all right? Between F and P, you're going to pump him once with your leg and one touch with the whip in the trot. 3, 2, 1, pump. Good.
Sorry,
No, wait for me.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, and pump. Good boy. Right. And trot. Now this time, not the whip. 3, 2, 1, and pump. Good boy. Now this time only threaten him. 3, 2, 1, and threat. The leg is there, the boy. The leg's got to come off to threaten him, Susie, alright? 3, 2, threaten, nothing. Good boy. Well done. Now is he going forward enough for you? Right. How much leg are you having to use now?
0.
Right. Change direction across the diagonal, and then pat him. Pretend you like him, like having kicked the whatever out of him. Pretend you like him. Yeah, I know you love him. Look at him, love him, you see? You see? Now change the whip over. Now, you can, from this point onwards, tone the whole thing down, but I want you to do a pump, but not too violent, on the count of 3, all right? 3, 2, 1, pump. Good boy. Lovely. Lovely. 3, 2, 1, pump. Good boy. That's right. Now you then have to decide whether or not you go through with the threat or not. If he's good, that's great. But I want you to think, could I counter him now? Is he in the state of mind in which I could counter him? Change direction across the long diagonal KXM. Good, and 3, 2, 1, what happens? Good boy. Prepare to counter in the corner. 3, 2, 1, counter.
Good boy.
Right, okay. Come on, well, you know, what he needs is kicking. No, as I know you know. What he needs is preparing in terms of his mental preparation, but impulsion.
Yes.
All right? Not the actual going forward, the desire to go forward, all right? Stay on the circle, and not with the whip, just with your inside leg. 3, 2, 1, and threat and pump. Good, that's the one. 3, 2, 1, and threat and pump. There, good. Now that reaction is there, good boy. 3, 2, 1, and that's right. It's almost like you tense your body for a shall I? And then you go, no, it's okay if you stay cantering. Lights in one hand and then the other. That's right, good boy. Lights in the rein and just drop the neck down. 3, 2, 1, and pump. Good boy.